Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, January 16th. Okay, so this video is like a health update. Okay, so recently, like last several days, I've been having a lot of trouble with my heartbeat and, like it's skipping and, all that fun stuff. By the way, I did my eyebrows yesterday and it hurt really bad. I just noticed the way they look better because I was looking like Frida Kahlo there for a minute. And that's just not acceptable. So anyway, next order of business regarding is my hair, because my bangs are like down to here. Anyway, okay, so I've been having trouble with my heart. Regulation of rhythm, basically. And, like, my pulse isn't too fast, it isn't too slow. It typically stays in the 80s, even when I'm resting, which is kind of high for resting, I guess, but at least it's not, like, doing this, like, over 100 and then, like, down to 50 or 40 or whatever, like it has before done things like that. And, so that's not happening, which is good. Although last night I took it and it was like 65 or something, so I was like, that's low. Anyway, but the other night I was taking my pulse and it was like pretty steady. It was like 85 or something, but it skipped like 7 times in 60 seconds. So I don't know why I just said it was steady. That's actually not what I meant. I meant it was like 85 like it had normally been. So that was less than pleasant, and last night was really bad. Like, it gets really bad late at night. Although the last couple days has been doing it all day long, which is kind of unusual. For anybody that's watched my previous videos regarding this, you will remember that it kind of, like, what's the word? Gets worse. Sorry. Intensifies or, gets more severe at night, or in the evening, like after 4 or 5 o'clock. So anyway, last week I went and got a bunch of blood drawn, and I got the results back today when I went to see my doctor, and this is what it looks like. Lovely, fun stuff. So I just thought I would tell you what the results are. Basically, like, the short Reader's Digest version is nothing was flagged by the lab. Yes. They use their reference range is mostly like emergency medicine stuff, so if you get something out of the range that they have, then you're like pretty bad off already. Although they do actually have like a critical one. They have like a letter for critical and like in the legend down here. But anyway, basically nothing was flagged on my normal blood work. I'll leave this one out because that one doesn't matter. That one matters. That one sort of kind of matters. Anyway, for those of you that know what any of this means, all my stuff, like my blood count, my CBC, everything was fine. Like pretty much right in the middle of everything. Like, what I got was pretty much right in the middle of their reference range. For example, the reference range for white blood cell count is, theirs is 3.5 to 11, and mine was at 5.3. So, not near the bottom really, not near the top really, just kind of right there. Red blood cell, blah blah blah, hemoglobin's fine. So I can clot, that's good. The only thing that's noticeable here is the size of my red blood cells is big. My MCV was 96.6, so that's a little on the big side, and they just keep getting bigger, apparently. My red blood cells have been like on the rise for a while. So everything else looks fine. lymphocytes, monocytes, everything looks fine there. So that's that. This was the complete metabolic panel, which isn't actually complete because it doesn't have phosphorus. I mean, I know that doesn't really, whatever, anyway. I wish they would include it. Everything there looks okay according to these people. My doctor has her own reference range. It's a little different. So, like, according to her, my phosphorus was a little on the low side, but it's not flagged by the lab. Their reference range is 2.3 to 4.7. Mine's at 3.0. For any of you that have seen any videos where I talk about this stuff, I've had trouble with my phosphorus in the past. In 2007, it dropped to 0.9. And like I just told you, the reference range is 2.3 to 4.7. So anything under 1.0, they classify, at that time, they classified as like death imminent, like you're gonna die. And mine was at 0.9, so that was like the lowest thing ever. So for me, a level of 3.0 looks pretty damn good, although my doctor wants it to be higher. The only other thing I noticed, my glucose was a little low, but not too bad. It was 84. And I just lost it. Sodium was on the like lower end, but not really very bad. It was the reference range is 135 to 144, and mine's 138, so that's okay. And then my phosphorus was 3.0, which I'll take. So that's that. This was just not an important one. Okay, then vitamin D. This one's going to shock anybody that knows where I live, or anybody that lives out here too, because Oregon is very rainy. It starts raining probably in about around Halloween or a little before, and it'll rain through about the 4th of July, give or take. But I lost it. Where'd it go? Am I like blind or something? Oh, here it is. My vitamin D is actually good. It's 46.6, and the reference range is 30 to 100. So, will wonders never cease? I have vitamin D in my blood somehow. I don't know how that happened. My ferritin is low, though. My iron's okay. It's at 108, but my storage iron, my ferritin's at 26. So that's kind of bad. But anyway, that's the blood work that I had done. Wow, that's attractive, Kate. I have like Einstein hair right here. So, yeah. There's really nothing to explain my heart problem except my calcium is a little bit low. It's at 8.9. They want it between 8.3 and 10.4. And calcium and magnesium together kind of like affect heart rhythm and all that stuff. The other thing of note is that my doctor decided to do the weird kind of orthostatic check on me where she like takes my blood pressure while I'm laying down and then takes it, like continues to take it while I stand up, and like it dropped so low. She's like, I don't even know what number to put here. She, I think, puts like 70 over 46 or something, like 75 over 46 or something like that it dropped to, but it's probably lower than that. But her eyes were like when that happened, so sorry. Scared her. I'm really hyper today. Again, that's the second video in a row. Okay, well, anyway, I have to get going because I have stuff to do, but I wanted to share with you those lab results. And that's all. Okay. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. And that's all.